when you looked at it, their day kind of unraveled around a restart at lap 218. Let's go back to this. This is the in-car of Kyle Larson at lap 217, coming to the choose zone of that 218 restart.
Yeah, I think this is going to be an opportunity where Cliff Daniels and Kyle Larson are going to look back, and they're going to wish they had this moment back to remake this decision.
We paused this here because there's some decisions to be made, right?
Yeah. So what we're looking at is here's where our choose cone's at. These guys are approaching the choose cone. Up here on the top, you've got Kyle coming into this zone as the fourth car. These two guys right here.
That's Chris Buescher and Todd Gilliland.
They've stayed out, so these are stay out cars. And then over here, we got the sixth car. He's a two-tire car.
That's Brad Keselowski.
So here we are with a decision to make. We know that both of these cars, or all three of these cars in front of us, are going to be on a worse tire situation. My thought is what the 5 sees happening here is he sees all these cars with worse tires, and he feels like the biggest strength and opportunity for him is to be able to use that outside lane. He feels like that outside lane is going to be dominant, and he's going to be able to keep that closed up, and the outside lane will just roll by the inside.
So here's playing the restart from that position that we just documented. You see the 4 car, the 5's already gotten that lane back. He's up to where he would have been just on the outside.
Yeah, he's planning to keep this outside lane shut off and not allow that 6 to get in line. He doesn't quite get the squirt off the corner he needs right here, and the 6 is able to squeeze himself in and chop him off, get into the corner.
Brad made a pretty aggressive move there, and Kyle Larson makes one. Let's pause this here. As you look, Kyle Larson making the move to the inside of the 6 car. Your fender to quarter panel touching there, and the 99 car on the bottom is right there. Really, Daniel Suarez, I don't feel like was going to the bottom. He entered this corner, going to run the middle, and Kyle Larson's trying to wedge his way into it.
Yeah, Kyle's being aggressive. He's sitting here thinking, I've got all these guys up here on older tires. I've got to do what I have to do to get around them and move on forward. He sees an opportunity open up where he can squeeze in the middle, and he jumps on it. Ultimately, it's pretty aggressive and puts him in a bad situation here.
Yeah, definitely a situation that ended his day and put him in the garage. When you look at this run, Kyle Larson is not in a lane. He's kind of in between the middle and the top, kind of wedged his way in there. If you looked at, this is the bottom. Daniel Suarez isn't on the bottom. He's in the middle, and that puts him in a position here where they're kind of tight coming to this zone.
Daniel entered the corner committed to not run the bottom, try to keep the middle shut off, and that committed him to be able to need to use more racetrack on exit than what was going to be available with the 5 car there.
If you look here, we stopped this here. Here's the seam of where the new asphalt and the old asphalt transitions. That's all that black that's behind it. That's really good grippy asphalt, and especially this deep into the race. The transition off of this, you're going to come off a grip, and when you come off of that, things kind of go sideways for the 99 car here.
Yeah, this was the unexpected variable that the 99 and the 5 did not need to complete the situation that they were in. As soon as the 99 jumps off and it gets to that new pavement, he loses the front end on the older pavement with less grip. And what little bit of room that he still had disappears and he gets into the 5 car.
A tough end to his day for a very dominant car.